What up? What up? Why isn't Twitch going? I need to do my pee pee poo poo check. Pee pee poo poo check. Pee pee poo poo check. Oh, we sound so sexy. We sound good. We sound good, chat. Sound real good. Let me know. Let me let Yeast Gang know. Bam! How we doing, chat? Y'all sexy mofos doing good? Y'all sexy mofos living? Bedazzle, welcome to the stream. Charles Yeast, good to see you. JT Animations, hello. Amy Cakes, hello. Molly, hello. Law Smile, hello. Aster Lupus, hello. Caterpillar, hello. Foxy, hello. Kara, hello. Java Skulls, hello. Damn, Cree made it back-to-back days? Bro, Cree, are you even employed? Are you even employed like that? I'm just kidding. I'm just playing with you, Cree. Chaotic Orphan, welcome. Clocking in at the Sarby factory. We love to hear it. Y'all, I think my shit's not showing all of chat again. That's so annoying. I don't know why it does that. I don't know why my... Like, there's definitely more messages that it's not picking up on, and I don't know. Tell me why. I also think my music's a little too loud. Boom. We fixed it. We fixed it. Don't you worry. Althea, welcome. PB, welcome. Jalen, welcome. Ali, welcome. Evil Core, welcome. The one and only, good to see ya. Bubby, welcome. Bunny Fox, welcome. Crystal, always good to see ya. Sammy, welcome to the stream. Vamp, welcome to the stream. What's up? What's up, chat? How's everybody's day going? What did we get up to today? What shenanigans did we get up to? I apologize, y'all. I wanted to start this live stream earlier, and just some things took I don't want to say took longer, but some things were dragging today. So I was running behind, and then I wanted to take a nap because I was tired. And then I was about to go live, but then I realized that I need to be recording for my 15 most upvoted videos right now. But I hadn't done the work to find the stories for 15 most upvoted. So I did that really quick. So we got hella good stories today. We got hella good stories, chat. Don't you worry. Don't you worry about a thing. Felix, welcome. Mbem, I ate too much spicy chips at work today and destroyed my tummy. Oh no, not that tummy ache. It's okay, Mbem, because you know what? Hot girls have tummy aches. That is just a scientifically proven fact. Hey, glad the interview went well, Cree. Damn, it's Vamp's birthday. Happy birthday, Vamp. I hope you did something fun today. I hope you did something fun. Sarbalicious definition, make the beans go loco. Nick, you wildin'. You wildin'. Welcome to the stream. Since you moved your stream later, is there a time to... Honestly, y'all, I want to stream earlier in the day. I just haven't gotten into a routine here yet. I wanted it to be my first big routine day, but my editors kind of played me. My editors trolled me, chat. Not talking shit about my editors. I love them. They make my life immensely easier. But normally they have short form, because I'm trying to go hard on TikTok and Snapchat right now. to kind of expand the empire, expand the social media empire. The videos on TikTok are actually doing really well right now. So I'm trying to just get one story up a day. And my editors just didn't have a video for me to look over this morning. So my morning was kind of pushed back while I was waiting for them. But ideally, guys, I want to be going live around like 10 or 11 a.m. PST. I think that's my most ideal time to go live. Because honestly, y'all, like when I go live at the end of the day, it's a lot harder for me to like, it's more interruptive, I guess is the, like for anybody that goes to the gym, you know what I'm talking about, where like if you go to the gym in the middle of the day, it kind of fucks up the rest of your day. Versus if you go to the gym at the beginning of your day, you feel like you have like an insane amount of time afterwards. So like I'm very mentally, like that's how my brain works. So I'm trying to like front load my days so that the back end of my days, like I want the beginning of my days to be like fitness focused, stream focused, content focused. And then everything on the back end of my day can be like errands, or if there's more like business-esque things that I need to do, I can do them. But I haven't gotten my routine, guys, so I apologize. Plan on me trying to make it more around that 10, 11 a.m. PST. That's the most ideal time for me to stream. Do hot girls do ass blasts though? Are you just, is that a workout? Maybe. This feels like a trap. What up, Iris Bear? Welcome. Knox, welcome. Barley, welcome. Oh, Knox, happy birthday to you too. That's crazy. So many birthdays. What's up, Kai? I'm recovering mentally from work. Damn, bro. Work be taking it out of everybody. For real, for real. What up, Shin? Welcome to the stream. Girls don't poop. I know you be fucking destroying the toilet, bro. be painting those white porcelain walls brown. Oh shit, tell Link I said happy late birthday. What'd you guys do to celebrate, Cree? Hey, what up, Bean Bean? Welcome to the stream. Kimmy baby, welcome to the stream. I'm very respectful to my toilet. That's exactly what someone who isn't respectful to their toilet would say. Katana, welcome. Love music, welcome. Sounds like a great birthday, Cree. Oh, got it. Ass blast is poop. Bro, if my girl don't absolutely destroy the toilet, I don't want her. You know what the hottest thing a girl can do? Like, dead ass, no cap. When a girl comes and stays with you and she poops in your bathroom. I feel like that's like a sign of trust. You know what I'm saying? Like 100%. If your girl, if a girl that you just started seeing like feels comfortable enough to poop in your toilet, like you've done something right. You know, that's how I feel. It's the same shit, chat. It's the same shit as not asking for a girl's phone number. You know what I'm saying? Like she trusts you, you know, like that's how I see that type of shit, bro. If she's pooping in front of you, she thinks she can trust you with anything. My cat's adoption date is coming up. Thinking of getting him the same cat tower you got Bean. Hey, just use my affiliate link. That's all I ask. Affiliate link, you know, it's linked in the description of these live streams, chat. All right, make sure to use it. All right. Ren, welcome to the stream. What is this conversation, bro? You got to get used to this. This is just how my live streams roll, bro. I just be saying shit, and for some reason y'all be listening. I couldn't tell you why. Popcorn is good fiber. It is good fiber. What's up, Thakur? Welcome to the stream. Akira, welcome to the stream. What up, Lyra Lynn? I'm not gonna lie, Kree, I have no idea what a Roomba combo is. My ex had no colon, so we got real comfortable with poop real fast. Did he have Crohn's disease? Eileen, welcome to the stream. Happy birthday to your bunny, Chewy. Give Chewy some treats for us right now. This is a threat. Oh, you mean like a Roomba vacuum. Got it. I was not. Wait, you can get fucking Roombas as prizes from Dave & Buster's? That's fucking crazy. I did not know this. That's wild. That is a wild occurrence to me. I would have never been like, you know what I want from Dave & Buster's? A fucking Roomba. I have one of those. I don't think it's a Roomba brand, but it is a Roomba. I need to run that shit more often, honestly. Oh. Perfect stream to kickstart adulthood. This is a great stream for that. Oh. Hi, buddy. Wow, look at that. Early appearance from the guy. Oh, big stretch. Big stretch. And now he's sitting so politely and handsomely. Look at him. Right where my fucking mic arm is, too. What a little rascal, bro. Look at him. Look at that. Look at that rascally boy. Hello, Mr. Boy. Hi, Beat. Here, let me switch mic. Let me switch to my... Oh, you want to come up here, don't you? Come here. Come on. Get up. Get up. Uppies. Beans. Uppies. Beep beep boo boo. Beans. Uppies. Uppies. Oh, he just flopped telechat. Bro just flop. Yo, tell him what's up, Beans. No? You don't want to meow for them? You don't want to meow for the people? You don't want to meow for the people? Oh, yeah. Hey, buddy. How are ya? How is my sweet, handsome boy? Thank you. That was so nice of you. I love it because this idiot doesn't know how much I love him. He just exists. He just come and treat, you know? Look at him. You're just the silliest guy. You're the silliest guy with some handsome paws. Yeah. Look, Beans, they love you. They don't even come here for me, bro. They come here for you. They come here for the handsome man. Oh. Bro, like, shoved his face into the mic. Did y'all see that? No? You don't want to say anything? You just want to hang out on Dad's shoulder, huh? Oh, the good boy. Oh, the good boy. It's you. You're the good boy. Yeah, you're the good boy. No. I don't think he fucks with the mic, chat. You know what? I wonder... I don't even know how that would work, but I could, like, attach this to his collar. I don't have his collar on right now, but I could put it on his collar Or I could get like a collar specifically for the mic, and then you guys could like I could attach this to him, and I think no matter where it's at in the apartment, the transmitter will pick it up. So I could just be like hanging, and then Beans will make a noise, and you guys will hear it. Look at him. Look at the little guy. I love you. You're so cute. I just want to give him a high five. Whenever his hand is sticking out like that, I can't reach it, chat. My arms are too short and stubby, even though I'm 7'6". But look, like, when your guys' cats do that, don't you want to just like give them a sick little high five? Like, dab me up, bro. That's what Beans is saying right now. Dab me up. Dab me up, dog. Oh, I love you too, buddy. Yeah. You're just such a handsome guy. Do you want the chair? Chair Beans. Chair Beans. No, don't do that. Oh, motherfucker. Hey. Asshole. I just simply don't want him digging his claws into my chair and then he bites me. Alright, y'all know what the drill is. Ooh. What time's it? It's Bean Street time. It's our vacation. Why did my viewers drop when Beans came on stream? That's no bueno. Alright? I don't know who the fuck is leaving when Beans comes on camera, but you're wrong. Okay, this is not a Reading Reddit channel. This is a Beans channel. Oh my god, that's way too many. Or is it? Chat, we gotta get to the reading today, alright? We gotta get to the reading, but it doesn't mean we can't spoil the baby boy. No donos or anything like that. I just appreciate y'all. This is from you, chat. This is from you! Alright, my son. Why are you laying there like that? You want the treats? I kind of want him to be in frame while he eats treats. Come here. Ooh. Yeah. That what you came for? Is this what you came for? Oh. Yeah. Oh, nope. Right here, baby. Right here, baby boy. Ooh. Oh, that was such a good one. Okay, you get another one? You want another one? Oh, okay. Good boy, good boy. I have a feeling he does not enjoy when I stick this thing in his face. Oh, you want more, though. I feel like that one was really good, chat. Do you guys like the crunch? Can I get W crunches in chat? Oh, that was a good one. That was a good one. That's a good boy. That's a good, handsome man. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh. That was the most cat shit I've ever seen. Bro got what he came for and fucking left. Just said, fuck you and everything you stand for. Oh, that's so funny. He came, he saw, he conquered. Nothing left for him to do. That was crazy. That was insane. What an absolutely unhinged thing for him to do, bro. I cannot believe that. Oh. Beep beep boop boop. Beep beep boop boop. That was crazy, chat. Just got used by my cat like that. Incredible. Incredible work, chat. Typical man. You right, Alexandra. Beans is at his heart just a man. What's up, Poison Kool-Aid? Alexandra, Jenny, Miranda, hello. Hello, hello, hello. Damn, Sarby, you must have an extra large cat tower because you're so tall and all. Yeah, bro. Of course. Of course. That cat tower is like 10 feet tall. Because I'm 7'6", 100%. We are simply slave to cats. No, you right. What up, Squidiot? Oh, shit. I need to trim my mustache. It's getting... It's like getting in my mouth. What up, plate of noodles? Hey, I appreciate it, guys. I appreciate y'all making out here. I'm sorry, I'm a little lower energy today, but I'm sure that energy will pick up once I fucking start reading. Dramatic pause, welcome. MB Kashi, hello. Hello, hello. Hey, Evil Cord, thank you for the €2.49, I believe, donation. Sending some love and pets for the handsome man. Thank you, Evil Core. I appreciate it. He definitely gets plenty of love and pets. He is a handsome guy. He's the handsomest. He gets lots of treats and then he just walks away. You know? Playing Wingspan. Is that like bird board game or whatever? I think I've heard of that. What up, my man with a wall? Okay, guys. I think we should get started. I think we should get started on the stream. Let me tag people. Whoops. Bam. I had to let Discord know. Had to let him know what the fuck is up, Kyle. Okay, chat. We have a doozy of a stream today because I've been slacking. I've been slacking on my videos. So we have a lot of stories to read that I have not read yet. I plan on being live for like maybe an hour and a half to 2 hours. So we're just going to cook through as many of these as we can. This one, actually, we've already read this, but apparently there's a new final update to it. You know what? I don't know if we ever even read the updates on this. There's a lot to read on this, basically. I'm excited. I'm excited to read on this. We're gonna watch the video of me reading this story, and then we'll get the full context or whatever. But there's a bunch of bangers, chat. I mean, we're gonna start off with, I got a call from the police about a work incident and want to come in and talk. Do I go in? There's a couple other really good ones. Yeah, my new manager is someone I slept with years ago, and he doesn't know we have a child. Jump scare. My 15-year-old idiot kid got his girlfriend pregnant on purpose. My partner is a Trump supporter. Oh, you know what? I think I already read this one too. I think I read this one. Fuck, we probably won't get to this one today, but I'll have to look in my very carefully put together Notion notes or whatever. Judas Love, welcome. Shiloh, welcome. Vincent, welcome. Anxiety Ridden Cat, hello. Silly Hat, hello. Hello, hello. Celia, good to see you. Let's do it. Let's do it. We got some good stories. If you guys are on YouTube, make sure to like up the stream. That'd be greatly appreciated. All right, we are at 58 viewers with only 27 likes. I feel like we could get that to 40. I feel like we could get that to 40. Oh shit, I totally missed Mbem's dono. I'm just realizing that. I apologize, Mbem. I didn't even see that you donated. Thank you for the $2 donation. Once again, petitioning Ben to try a little treat. I said it before, Mbem. You're gonna have to pay a lot more for me to try a bean treat. And it would have to be for charity. I wouldn't do it for myself. I'll sell out for charity, chat, but I won't sell out for actual money that goes into my pocket. All right. All right. Let's do it, chat. Let me turn off my music real quick. Shout out the 12th Apostle boys. Okay. Let's get it started, chat. Let's do it. Let's do it, do it, do it, do it, do it, do it, do it. Make sure you guys are subscribed on YouTube. Make sure you're following on Twitch. No matter where you're at, turn on some post noties, all right? I got a call from the police about a work incident and want me to come in to talk. Do I go in? We have a 17 female OP. Posted in r/advice on June 5th, 2025. I-17 female have been working at a local grocery store for 2 years. It's a great place to work, and I really would hate to lose my job. This morning, I got a phone call from the police telling me they've been made aware of an incident at the grocery store that involves me, and they want me to come into the station to discuss what it's about. I told them that I have a shift this morning. They told me to call in sick and come to the station. That's super fucking sus. What? The only thing I can think it's about is that I've been taking old bakery items and produce at the end of the days when I'm closing. The food either gets sent away as a donation or thrown in the trash. I always make sure I'm not taking from the donation section. The manager told me it's okay for me to do this, but I know the owner wouldn't approve. I'm freaking out. Am I going to get charged with stealing? Would I get in this much trouble for taking expired cookies at the end of my shift? I don't even think the owner could prove I've done this. There aren't any cameras at the back room with the garage. There aren't any cameras at the back room with the There aren't any cameras at the back room with the garbage. I don't think the manager would tell on me since he tells me and offers me these things. Do I go in? Help. I told the police that I'll see what I can do about work and get back to them. Okay, so a couple of red flags here. Number one, girl, you're 17. You're a minor. The police should be asking for your parents to go along with you so that they can have permission from them to talk to you. Number two, telling you to call in sick is super sus. Like the police should be telling your work, especially if it's work related, then they're like, there shouldn't even be a need to call in sick. I mean, this is pretty recent. I'm almost wondering, maybe I don't know. Maybe I'm stretching here, but like I'm getting a little like I want to know what OP's ethnicity is, because especially with what's been going on all last month with ICE, it seems like some sketchy shit that ICE would pull. I don't know what CW stands for. But thank you for the $2 dono, Squiddy. I don't know what CW stands for. Content warning? Is there like a what do you guys mean? Oh, basically like a trigger warning. Okay. I mean, I guess that's important. There was no content warning at the top here, so, but I guess for y'all, content warning. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I think the first thing I would do is make sure that your parents know and are involved in this. Yeah, hold on. I want to read some of these comments too, because I want to see what other people are saying, and it looks like OP's making some clarifications. Okay, so OP clarifies in the comments. Sorry, yes, they did tell me to bring an adult with me. Both my parents are at work, and I was super afraid to call them to tell them and confess I've been stealing. I guess it's in parentheses, I guess it's stealing. But I think I do need to call them. We'll do that now. I mean, shit, I mean, technically it's stealing, but I don't know why you'd make a fuss out of it if you're gonna throw it away anyways. It seems stupid. Like, I don't know, I just feel like any normal parent is gonna be like, oh yeah, that's pretty dumb. Like, technically it is stealing, but like, at the end of my tour guiding job, we used to give out Rice Krispie treats at my tour guiding job, and at the end of the day, if there were Rice Krispie treats left, we would just be given them. Like, I feel like that should be a standard employee thing to do if there's food involved. Like, hey, we are going to donate and or throw this away. Here you go. I feel like that should be standard, you know? A commenter said there's a minimum dollar amount for theft to be considered a crime, if you will. And I want to say it's normally about $700, and it has to be in one theft. If it's below the minimum of whatever it is, if it's below the minimum of whatever is in your jurisdiction, it's likely a misdemeanor and you can't be prosecuted from what I remember. I used to work in high value specialty retail, so I had to know these rules. OOP said that's a relief because I really don't think I've been taking over $700 in expired food. The police did give them their badge. The police did give me their badge numbers and names to write down to give to my parents. I've tried calling my parents, but they're both at work and didn't pick up. Sent them texts. My shift isn't for another 2 hours, so I'm going to wait for my parents before calling the manager. Okay, I'm going to read this first up. Well, okay, I'm going to read these first two updates really quickly because they seem really quick, and I think they're just updates on like what's going on with the parents. So update 1 on the same post about 8 minutes after they posted. I texted my parents and my mom just called. She called me. She told me she called the police and that she's coming to pick me up in a half an hour to go to the station. She sounded really upset, but not at me. She told me that I'm not in trouble, but to not even call my work. What is going on? And then there's a second update on the same post sometime in the next several hours. Update 2, wow, thank you for all the advice. I took the initial ones I read and got my parents involved right away. My mom was a boss. I have to think about what I can update and get back to you all later because it's honestly really bad. Like nightmare fuel and legally bad. I'm okay, I think. Was at the station for a few hours. I'm not in trouble. It's not about stealing cookies, but it's far from over. Sorry for being so vague. Damn, okay. Well, I'm glad OP's not getting in trouble. That's a start. I worked at a grocery bakery. They don't care if it's going into the trash as long as you're discreet about it. I feel like that's how it should be, bro. I mean, probably. Yeah, I mean, I appreciate all the content warnings. I feel like it is a little revealing what is going to happen, but I appreciate it for anybody throwing it in there. Hey, thank you, Evil Core. I appreciate you. Thank you. It does help. It does support me. I appreciate you. Okay, so let me just remind you guys, I appreciate Squidiot giving the content warning, but don't spoil things. The whole point of me reading this with you guys is I know as much as you do, or at least a viewer who hasn't heard these stories, and I'm live reacting to it. If you guys tell me what's going to happen, or even say, hey, this isn't the way the story goes, it then makes my reaction inauthentic. So this is just a, you know, clarification overall. The content warning was perfect, but other than that, like, we gotta keep it we gotta keep it like a mystery, you know? Like I said, y'all, I appreciate the content warning, but like, how was I supposed to know? There's no content warning here. I'm not yelling at you guys for the content warning. Like I said, I appreciate it, but I don't like I'm honestly, I don't know where Vamp said it, but when he was like, oh, this doesn't go in the direction of ice, then that ruins the reaction. Cause now I know what I just said doesn't apply. All right, well, I'm gonna keep reading here because I like, yeah, because now there's really nothing to like come up with, you know. But okay, update 3, same post, update 3 on the same post, June 6th, 2025, the next day. So first I want to clarify. The police were not suggesting that I go in without my parents. They called me and asked to speak to my parents. When I told them they were not home, they asked me to get them to call them back. When I asked what it was about, they told me the above. When I told them I can't come in today because I'm working, they told me it was important and to do what I needed to do, like call in sick. Okay, I guess that's very different than just being like, oh, bro, like call in sick. I apologize for being more clear about that phone call. A lot of you were concerned the police were trying to take advantage of me. Thank you for caring. I was just freaking out thinking I was going to get in trouble for stealing old bakery items that the manager told me I could take. I've never been in trouble before, so I was mortified I'd have to confess this to my parents. The first few commenters were telling me to talk to my parents, which kind of snapped me out of it. And like, duh, I need to tell my parents. So I did pretty quickly. I don't know what the police told my mom, but she got home faster than she said and took me straight there. My dad was there when we got there. I was freaking out, even though my mom told me it was not about me stealing and did not worry about that. She also called my work and told them I wouldn't be coming in for my shift. On to the update. The previous manager was filming employees changing in and using the bathroom. An old coworker was tipped off by someone that they found a video of her on some porn website. There were dozens of videos posted of multiple girls over many years using the bathroom and changing in the bathroom. I am one of those girls. No. The only video I saw of myself that they wanted to verify it was me was of me going into the washroom to put my hair up and putting lip gloss on in the mirror. I know there is more, but I didn't want to see it. Oh my fucking There was a whole team there of mostly female officers, counselors, etc. I was actually pretty impressed by how they presented and handled it all. Because, well, like so many of you, I don't trust cops and they've never really made me feel safe. The old manager was arrested. I'm not sure when, but it was before they called me. They got my number from one original victim who gave out numbers of all female employees that she had. It's a whole thing. I was asked many questions. I was also asked to identify 2 unknown victims. Like a screenshot from a video. Seems like they are customers who somehow got access to the employee bathroom because no one can identify them. It's been a lot to process. I always thought that guy was a creep. He's the nephew of the owner. I fucking wish it was about pastries. Holy shit. God damn. Castration. Immediately. Wow, dude. That is so fucked up. Let me look at the comments. Damn, apparently this has been an investigation. So this is a comment from OP saying, apparently this has been an investigation for a while now. The OG victim stopped working there 3 years ago, which means he's been filming in there since before I worked there, but he only left 6 months ago. So he was filming while I was 15. Oh my God, bro. Yeah, looks like OP's not going back to work. They mentioned that they have therapy set up. OP also said in a comment they are putting together a whole charge on him with any of the girls that want to press charges. Parents are talking about suing the store. That's fucking crazy, man. Like, just some shit that, like, girls have to fucking worry more about, you know? Because, like, this isn't the only story of guys setting up hidden cameras to try to see girls naked. I know there was some shit about Hooters where this happened. There were some shits about Airbnb where this happened. Like, Jesus fucking Christ, man. God. If I ever have a daughter, I'm gonna be an overprotective dad to the max, bro. Yeah, there was some shit with Hooters Cree where like one of the managers would tell girls who were interviewing to go and try something on and change into the bathroom, and then he would film them. It was a whole thing. See, Bubby, I have no faith in our system. I guarantee he gets less time in prison than somebody who was convicted for having weed like 25 years ago. Guaranteed. Guaranteed, bro. Damn, I heard an old story where a girl found out there were cameras in her hotel room. Not all men, but always men. Exactly, Cree. Yeah, for real. Legalized castration has never been more prevalent than right fucking now. Jesus. Jesus fucking Christ. What's up, Lua? Welcome to the stream. You missed a fucking crazy one. Didn't the Subway guy do this? Probably. I know he's a really fucking bad dude too. God, that fucking killed my vibe. Wow. I hate that. I hate that. That's insane. Just fucking insane. Oh my god, there are 2 Luas in chat. Whoa. I was having a good day filled with cats. Nah, bro, we'll turn it around. There'll be some better stories. Chat, I actually really have to fucking pee though. Super random. I apologize, you guys. Let me run some ads on Twitch and YouTube real quick, and I will be right back. And we'll wipe the palette clean, and we'll start a new story. Okay, guys, let's do it. I'm trying to get in the habit of closing that so there's not a toilet in the back. Oh. Bean should take over the stream. I don't know where he is, bro. Is he on the... No, he's not up there. Thank you. I appreciate it. Thank you. I came back. Okay. That was rough, chat. That was brutal. But we get to touch up on a previous story we read. Okay, so there's this story here, guys. Am I the a-hole for calling my husband a disgrace after he said my miscarriage ruined his birthday? We are going... The thing is I read this. I read this already in an Am I the a-hole video. I'm just trying to see how I want to arrange this chat, because there seems to be some extra posts to weave in here. We might have to get into some creative editing. Here's what I'm going to do. We are going to watch the video to read the original post and see my reaction. Then from there, I'm going to go through these comments and read some of these comments, as well as some of these side posts and whatnot. We're going to read some of these side posts, and then I think I read this update, so then we'll bounce back to the video to listen to the update, and then finally we'll do some comments here, and then eventually we'll get to the final update. So we're going to be doing a little bit of bouncing back and forth, chat. A little bouncing back and forth here. But let me make sure the volume is good. Come alone since I don't trust his girlfriend in our house. Well, brother-in-law is planning a new trip to visit us, and his girlfriend wants to come too. Does that sound good, chat? Y'all fuck with that? Maybe I'll turn it down just a little bit. Y'all fuck with that? Bit louder? At first, we just said no, we don't trust her. The levels are fine though. I think I want it to be a little quieter than my voice. Y'all are saying too quiet? Y'all crazy. Hold on. Every time she comes back to our place. And if she doesn't accept that, she can stay at a hotel or stay home. Now I'm being called an a-hole for treating her like a criminal and that checking her bag is an invasion of privacy. Bitch, you lost the privilege of having... Oh, that's literally as loud as it goes, chat. But it is your voice? No, but it's not my live voice, chat. All right. Okay. Let's do this. Am I the a-hole for calling my husband a disgrace after he said my miscarriage ruined his birthday? Advice needed. I miscarried yesterday afternoon around 12 p.m. I've never had a miscarriage before, and this baby was so wished for, so it's all so fresh, and I'm sobbing right now. So I apologize in advance if it doesn't make a whole lot of sense. My husband turned 27 yesterday. I, 26 female, was pregnant with mine and my husband's 27 male second child. Yesterday, I was 8 weeks pregnant. The day before yesterday, we saw a beautiful heartbeat flicking on the screen, and today, I'm devastated. I was playing with our 2-year-old when I felt pressure in my lower abdomen. Not long later, I noticed bleeding, and I let my husband know immediately that I had discomfort and bleeding. Before long, I had passed what I believe is the fetus, and I messaged him, I think I lost the baby. I wanted to keep him updated, and I guess I was seeking some kind of emotional support. I asked if he could come home, and he said, of course, if it's urgent. If it's urgent, she just said, I think I lost the baby. How is that not urgent? In what universe is that not urgent? I said, I think it is because the pain and bleeding is getting worse and I kind of cooked, not gonna lie. I kind of cooked on that. Starting to feel lightheaded, and our 2-year-old is unattended in his playroom right now. We have no friends or family near that I could call who would get to us quicker than he could. I had to clean myself up, crawl downstairs to take paracetamol, make my son his lunch, and then put him down for a nap. At this point, my husband still isn't home. He was working approximately 30 minutes away and took closer to 60 minutes to get back. Hours later, when I asked, it was because he'd stopped at Tesco to pick up some beers. Straight to the garbage. Get rid of the whole man. I ended up very poorly, losing lots of blood, lightheaded, vomiting, etc. And he had to take me to the emergency room. By the time I was discharged, it was almost 8 p.m. Last week, I had said I'd make him his favorite dinner for his birthday, which he reminded me when we were almost home. I said I wasn't feeling up to it, and that whatever takeout he wants is on me. He said, for fuck's sake, under his breath, and then muttered something along the lines of, this bullshit has ruined my birthday. Yeah, dude, because that's the priority right now. He didn't stop to get any takeout. He just drove straight home. He put our son to bed, and I went to bed, and I'm not sure what he did after. I didn't see him this morning as he had already left for work. He's not messaged me all day, and he got home a few hours ago. It's now 8:40 p.m., and he's been giving me silent treatment. I tried to speak to him about an hour or so ago, and he ignored me, and I called him a disgrace. He slammed the bedroom door and locked me out of the bedroom. His mom has since messaged me and said, I need to be patient as he's also had a loss. Girl, that does not seem like what he's mad about right now. His loss is that he didn't get to celebrate his birthday when his fucking wife just miscarried their baby. What do you mean he's also had a loss? She didn't ask how I was or anything. He's obviously speaking to his mom, but why isn't he opening up and speaking to me? She said I was harsh. The fuck? I'm sorry, y'all. Don't get me wrong. A miscarriage is traumatic to the father, too. If for some reason he actually is mad and he's just vocalizing it through something else, I guess his birthday. But either way, I think, and maybe this is the inner man hater in me, but I think that the priority is the woman who just had a miscarriage, was bleeding, vomiting, had to go to the hospital, and also passed her fetus out of her vagina, bro. Like, I'm sorry. You are not the priority, bro. Don't get me wrong, your feelings are important and you should definitely address them. But at that moment, your wife is the one who you cater to. But honestly, y'all, I severely doubt he actually gives a shit about that. I truly think he probably is like, well, this ruined my birthday. Wee woo. Oh no, woe is me. My poor birthday. I'm feeling utterly emotionally neglected right now. My body has been through emotional and physical hell. I understand that my miscarriage came at a fucking inconvenient time for him as it was his birthday and all. I'm not sure if it's the hormones making me feel crazy, but is it nuts to contemplate divorce? Am I the a-hole for calling him a disgrace? No, girl. Listen, I'm sure this man was exhibiting red flags before. If these are the only red flags he's exhibiting, I think divorce is totally merited. It hurts me to know that this man has a child because he in himself is a fucking child. The way that he went about this situation is unacceptable. I know it's hard, and maybe he truly is just deflecting and saying that he's R.I.P. the old apartment. So sad. Upset about his birthday or whatever. But either way, his actions and the way he's acting is not okay in this situation. I don't think there's any excuse for the absolute assery this man is putting on. Like, how will he be supporting his kid through tough times and losses? Exactly. Sorry, I'll plan my miscarriage better next time. No, for real. Like, what a fucking asshole, bro. She does need to divorce this man. Like, he really did show his true colors. You do not want a partner who's gonna fucking be this much of a little bitch when, like, something serious happens to you. Absolutely diabolical behavior. Y'all, I'm curious about this update. Please tell me you divorced his fucking bitch ass. Update came. Okay, so we got the initial story. Let's hop into some relevant comments here. All right. I still stand by everything that I said. Fuck this man. The good end result here is if they get divorced, you know? Okay. I'm just going to read through some of these. I'm just going to read through some of these comments here. So we have a couple of comments from OP. OP clarifies, off topic, I'm on AL, annual leave, and return to work on Monday. I've already told a handful of my close coworkers that I am pregnant. I have no idea how to navigate this. What is the best way to tell people that I am no longer pregnant? Do I just say? Do I wait for them to ask? I feel so stupid for telling people so soon, so I put myself in this position. What's the least awkward way to address it so that there's absolutely no follow-up questions? I don't want to discuss it any more than I have to because I just keep breaking down. Thanks. Commenter replied, you tell the person you are closest to spread the news for you and tell them to make it clear you don't want to talk about it. Okay, that's actually a great answer. I wouldn't have known the answer to that one. Okay, so this person is so this commenter is saying that OP should go to their doctor to get signed off for work. Basically get a doctor's note to take some time for themselves, which I actually agree with. OOP replied, are you in the UK? I'm in England. My doctor's surgery is closed until Tuesday because of the bank holiday weekend. Do you know if OOHGPs are able to sign me off work? No idea what that is. My work involves closely monitoring new members of staff, assessing them, and signing them off to work independently. I need to be able to focus completely as there's no room for error and be smiley and friendly. I don't think I'm able to do this right now, but I'm not sure how to get signed off as I am back in work on Monday. I'm not sure if that makes sense. damn, bro, God forbid you can tell your employer, hey, I just had a miscarriage. I need to take some time for myself. Ugh. That's the type of employer I want to be, bro. Is like my worker comes to me and is like, bro, I just had something traumatic happen to me. I can be like, bro, take some time to yourself. Okay, I think this is an important comment, an important comment thread to read. So a commenter said, important, you are still at risk of infection at this juncture. It's still dangerous for you. Monitor your bleeding and temperature. Your marriage is over. How long you stay with him is up to you, but this man is neither husband nor father material. He cares more about his wants than you or your child's needs. It took a crisis like this to show you who he really is. Not the a-hole. I'm so sorry you're going through all this. OOP replied, I also have tonsillitis at the moment, so I'm feeling really rough. How will I know if a fever is from that or the miscarriage? I currently have a low-grade fever of 37.9 degrees Celsius, around 100 degrees Fahrenheit, but I'm not sure what it's due to. The bleeding is no longer heavy. Another commenter replied, honey, have you got a doctor to consult? Best to ask them. I don't know how to tell the difference. I just know I wound up with an infection in emergency D&C a week after a miscarriage. The bleeding didn't show for me, plus a slight fever. I didn't expect to be sick later. OP replied, I spoke with my doctor yesterday, and because of the bank holiday weekend, I can't have a scan until Tuesday to confirm everything has been passed. I spoke to a pharmacist today who said to try home... I spoke to a pharmacist today who said to try home remedies because he doesn't think it's severe enough for antibiotics at this point, as he could only see 3 white spots on my tonsils. Damn, this poor woman, bro. She has like no help right now. Like, not only can she not see a doctor, but then her husband's being a little baby back bitch. Okay, it looks like somebody made a comment about you can't hear a heartbeat at 8 weeks, and there's a deleted comment. I didn't mention anything about hearing a heartbeat. They don't listen to heartbeat through ultrasound here in England. They use Dopplers later on in the pregnancy. We saw the heartbeat flickering on the ultrasound after the technician smiled and pointed it out to us. By the sounds of things, you're lucky enough to have never been referred to EPAC for an early scan. I had a scan at 6 weeks and a scan at 8 weeks. You're kind of correct that the NHS do the first scan at 12 weeks, the dating scan. But unfortunately, not everyone has fucking straightforward pregnancies. Don't pull apart my story and try to invalidate my fucking miscarriage. I apologize for being short, but I had no sleep last night and I'm in so much pain. Then picked up my phone to see a commenter that my story is probably fake because some sheltered person has had the pleasure of not attending EPAC. Guys, what is EPAC? I actually don't really know what that is. What is that? Can someone tell me? Any of my Europe people, or maybe it's a what is EPAC? I have no idea what it is. Early pregnancy assessment clinic. Thank you. I appreciate it, guys. A nurse-led outpatient clinic for women in early pregnancy between 6 and 19 weeks. Got it. Thank you, guys. Okay. And then we do have another comment from OP a few hours later. Fever is currently 38.5 degrees Celsius, 101.3 degrees Fahrenheit. I think I'm going to have to head to A&E for a peace of mind. Thank you or their emergency room for peace of mind. Thank you guys for your advice. I'll try to respond to comments in regard to my husband when I'm feeling better and have recovered. It's just been a really hellish day and a half. And then there is a side post, April 19th, 2025. OOP posts screenshots of her NHS profile. Okay, so basically proving that she did in fact have a miscarriage, which said that she has to prove that, quote unquote. to people. And then there was a mini update in the comments, April 21st, 2025. 2 days later, 3 from the original post. I'm not sure how to do an update or if anyone will see this. I have left my husband. Me and my son are staying with family and are safe. I have another scan tomorrow to make sure I've passed everything successfully. Thank you to everyone who has reached out and offered advice. It's been really helpful. Plus, I started antibiotics for my tonsillitis on Saturday, and I'm already feeling much better. Oh, and then looks like she has another edit, which another update, which I believe I saw in the video. But real quick, what are y'all saying? What do y'all say in chat? I mean, we've been saying big W wubbies that the fucking husband is gone. I think that's always the right answer. And two, if I'm remembering this correctly, I remember the husband was showing some like red flags in the update too when OP explains more about their regular behavior. Coco Flow, welcome to the stream. I appreciate that you guys are all on the same page. Fuck this husband, bro. Okay, let's see. Let's read this update. I think this is an update here. Came 3 days after the original post. I should have clarified in my original post from last week that the way my husband responded was completely out of character for him. He's usually a caring and supportive man and is a good husband and father. The only incident where he's shown any kind of red flags was when I put together an accent chair. I used a screwdriver to attach the legs to the seat, and when he came home from work and saw that I'd done it myself, he jumped on it until it broke to show that I didn't do it properly and that I should have waited for him to come home. That's honestly worse. Like, for him to be acting so caring and supportive, but then 180s and just... Oh, wait, hold on. Let me keep reading, actually. He'd been under lots of stress at work, so I asked him to go to therapy, which he did, instead of pulling the divorce card straight away. We have been together for 7 years in May, and he's the only partner I've ever known. My family all loves him, and I've accepted him from day one. Okay, so what I'm getting from this paragraph is he's a loving, caring, supportive man, good husband, good father, but when he endures any kind of stress, he acts like an immature asshole. Honestly, y'all, fucking I'll say it. I think she should have pulled the divorce card when he did this shit. Like, good for him for going to therapy, but A, clearly this isn't working, and B, I think how you act under stress to your partner says a lot about you as a person. Like, if you get stressed and you take it out on your partner, you're not ready for a relationship. High key hot take. Maybe this is just my perspective on relationships and how they should work, but genuinely, if you get stressed and your response is to treat your partner like shit, there is something wrong with you. When you're stressed, you should go to your partner for relief. You should go to your partner to healthfully be able to relieve that stress. If you get stressed and start treating your partner poorly, that is a problem. There is a clear issue there that you need to work on. That might... I still stand on that, y'all. I still stand on that shit heavy, bro. Because I've been with plenty of girls who, like, use it as an excuse, bro. They use it as an excuse. They're like, I'm stressed right now, and therefore I have to treat you like shit. I don't believe in that. Like, don't get me wrong. I totally understand a quick outburst here and there, but I think it's like you can't let stress, like, bleed into the relationship. Might be a hot take, but I think that is red flag behavior personally. The stress isn't the exception. It means he doesn't have the energy to keep his mask up. That's what I'm thinking. Don't get me wrong. I understand stress and like lashing out by like yelling at them a little bit or something like that. But if you're stressed and you're fucking cruel to your partner and you're not able to be like, okay, I'm stressed right now. I just lost my child to a miscarriage, but my wife had to actually go through the process of like pushing a dead fetus out of her body and like bled head, vomited, had to be taken to the hospital. If you can't understand that like she's the priority and that you need to handle your stress on your own and be there for your partner, and then on top of that as well, his reaction to her "I lost the baby" is just inexcusable. No matter what kind of stress he's going through, I think that's a bad partner. You do not want someone there who's going to treat you like shit when they're stressed. I also should have clarified, yes, I know he was an a-hole in that scenario. I wasn't questioning that. What I was questioning was whether I took it a step too far in calling him a disgrace. He's going through a lot at work at the moment. It was his birthday. I'd been messaging him and telling him that I'd miscarried his child, and he had to leave work early. And then I called him a disgrace after he'd taken me to the hospital and was responding to the grief in his own way. I think the majority of people said I was not the a-hole in this scenario, and due to his behavior that my insult was justified. Thank you to everyone who reached out and checked in, offered condolences and emotional support. I've read all my messages and tried to read most of the comments. Most of them have been very kind and useful and have helped a lot over the past few days. I had a scan yesterday which confirmed that everything is passed successfully. Some people may remember that I was very worried about retained tissue due to my fever over the weekend. Also, my tonsillitis is fully cleared up, so I'm feeling almost back to normal physically. I left my husband. Me and my son are staying with family in a different part of the country, so we are safe and are managing. My husband did get very angry when I told him that I was leaving him. He tried to stop me from leaving with our son, put hands on me, and threatened to end his life. I mean, bro, this man is just a walking red flag. That was his moment to show remorse and feel sorry for how he was acting. My mom intervened, and like I said, we are safe. I have some time off work now, so I will continue to take time to recover emotionally and plan my next steps. Thank you if you read this far. I doubt there will be any more updates after this. I mean, I'm glad she left. That was red flag city. There were so many red flags there. I think she made the right move. If someone threatens to K-word themselves in a way to manipulate you, you just say, do it and walk out. It sucks if they actually were to do it, but like putting that on another human being is the highest, worst form of manipulation. Highest form. You should not let them manipulate you like that. That is never something that I think anybody should hold on their conscience, even if they follow through with it, because that is not your responsibility. It is not. I still stand on that. It's a controversial hill to stand on. I got a lot of comments of people being mad about that, but I'll fucking die on that. Not your responsibility to stay in an abusive situation with somebody who's willing to manipulate you like that. When he put his hands on me, he actually put his hands around my neck and was choking me, which was what is terrifying. Choking in an abuse situation is the #1 indicator they will kill you. Oh, that actually kind of makes sense. I understand like work being stressful, but I don't think any amount of stress justifies his actions. Even just the jumping on the chair. That's not only mean, but that's like cruel. I think like healthy reactions to stress aren't taught. I think a lot of people are taught by their parents that when they're under stress, the reaction to that is to like be an asshole. When like, don't get me wrong, like I understand being an asshole just because you're like overstimulated, you're stressed, whatever, but it shouldn't be to a cruel extent. And this one was definitely cruel. Am I the a-hole for bringing... Oh, shit. Damn, my mic was a little fucked there. All right, I'm glad we touched up on that because I forgot about his reaction after she broke things off with him, because I think that's like one of the bigger red flags there. Let me, okay, so we just read this and we still got some relevant comments as well as the final update. So let me sift through these comments real quick. Okay, this is just a comment reassuring that she won't go back to him, which, you know what? Let's read that just in case the final update is disappointing. So a commenter said, I'm glad you left him, but I'm concerned you'll go back based off how this post is written. You are still speaking about him like he's a good husband and you're justifying his behavior. Stop doing that. Make a therapy appointment for yourself. OOP replied saying he's not here to defend himself, so I'm trying to make it as fair as possible from both sides, so he's not made out to be a monster. I have a therapy session booked. I will not be returning to him as he's not someone that I want my son to grow up watching and witness that behavior thinking it's normal. Okay, this is kind of the same. This is along the same lines. Basically, people being like, you're defending your husband quite a bit in here. Okay, this is somebody just sharing their own personal anecdote, but I do like what they said here at the end here. I think your husband is having a mental breakdown. So this commenter said, I think your husband is having a mental breakdown from work and has developed a narcissistic personality disorder, probably from the stress. OOP replied, I was thinking that maybe he was having some kind of mental breakdown and our miscarriage was the final straw. He said that when he stopped at Tesco to get some beers, it was for the both of us so we could drink our sorrows away. I was planning on getting him some help because he clearly needs it. He only acts insane when he's under immense pressure at work, genuinely. When he broke my chair, it was around the time of immense stress at work. But when he put his hands on me, he actually put his hands around my neck and was choking me, which is what is terrifying. I can't look at him the same, so I can't be the one to get him the help. I can't look at him the same, so I can't be the one to get him help. I'm looking into full custody and solicitors so that I never have to see him again. I think that's the right move. All right, well, the comments at least make me feel more comfortable that she's not going to go back to this man and she's had enough. Yeah, that's insane. I didn't know that stress could create narcissistic personality disorder. But that actually makes a lot of sense. Actually, now that I think about that, that makes a lot of sense based off of the shit that I've heard from people whose partners get super stressed and then are narcissists. Like, that's fucking crazy. I'm making the connection in my head about like a bunch of different, not only people that I've dated, but also people that like my friends have dated, my siblings have dated, and them having those personality traits. And it's all kind of around like very stressful times. So low key, shit. Oh my God, what's up, Glow? Good to see ya. Most personality disorders are caused by trauma, but I kind of don't like stress at work is going to cause a personality disorder unless the work is something extremely traumatic. I don't know, man. I think stress in general can be a huge, like it's not like a, how do I put this? It's not a, like a very, like it, the trauma from stress, I think, is less like a stab wound and more of like little cuts happening every day. You know what I'm saying? Like, don't get me wrong. I think they're different traumas, but like there's a trauma where like something really bad happens to you and it cuts deep, right? But then there's also trauma of like getting little cuts every single day. And I do think stress, whether it's from work or other things, I do think stress can be like really impactful, but people brush it off as not actually something impacting them and their life and their personality. Hey, Nate, glad you could binge my stuff while playing Pokemon. Developing NPD happens during stress as a survival mechanism. It's to become extra protective of yourself. I mean, that kind of makes sense, Lunar. That kind of makes sense, but you gotta like, I don't know. I think you gotta like be able to take a step back, you know? No, bro, that actually makes so much sense. Oh my God. Like, not to yas this on some of my exes, but like a lot of my exes would get stressed and then treat me like shit. So like this is kind of and like in a narcissistic way, like in a very narcissistic way. So honestly, this is kind of adding up. A lot of this is adding the fuck up. Oh shit, man. Yeah. Even if the job is low stress, sustained periods of constant stress literally causes brain damage. No, 100%. 100%. I think like as much as like stress doesn't go deep, if it's constant enough, it will go deep, you know? It just might take a while. And in a lot of ways, it might be more dangerous because you think you're fine, but realistically, you're pulling out the Jenga pieces and eventually that Jenga tower is going to fall. Like, that's how I look. Versus, like, I think, like, really heavy hitting trauma. Don't get me wrong. It's also not good. And I don't think it's, like, can't be worse or whatever. But it's just one quick blow. Oof, Sarby. Sad backstory confirmed. Nah. I'm fine, bro. Honestly, like, I dodged a bullet. That's the way I fucking look at it. Like, I genuinely don't want a partner who, when they get stressed, their reaction is to treat me like shit, you know? And that's something now that I can kind of look out for. Like, I want a partner who gets stressed and is like, hey, I'm coming to you for like comfort. And like, maybe even when they're ready, come to figure out like, hey, I don't want to feel this stress anymore. How do we as a team like work through this? You know what I'm saying? But yeah, have not had that with a couple of people. Asian Fury, are you my age, Asian? Yeah, Asian Fury 94. I think too, because I've noticed that too. Asian Fury, my memory has gotten so much worse. And who knows, maybe it's a stress thing, but I also think it's a little bit too. I think it's a little bit like being like getting, not that we're like insanely old, but as you get a little bit older, it's obviously going to diminish. But who knows, maybe I'm stressed out of my mind. Yeah, guys, make sure you're taking care of yourself. I always recommend, I feel like stress, what helps me manage my stress is just working out. That's it. I don't know what it is, but those dopamine, the endorphins sent to my brain keep me going. Chat. Y'all, if you guys are on YouTube, make sure to like up the stream, all right? We have 105 viewers, but only 60 likes. I feel like we can get that to 80, y'all. Come on, man. Hit that like button, chat. Would greatly appreciate it. Make sure you're subscribed. If you're on Twitch, make sure you're following. No matter where you're at, turn on those post noties, all right? You guys, we have a couple of we have one more update here. This is a very recent update as well. OP posted a final update June 2nd, 2025, 5+ weeks later from the, I'm guessing from the first update, but then 6+ weeks later from the original post. I need to start this off by asking that if anyone takes the time to comment, please do not leave negativity or insults, as I am extremely emotionally vulnerable and I truly feel terrible. When I updated about 5 weeks ago, I didn't think I'd have to make another update, but in short, I'd left my husband and he'd forcibly tried to keep me in the house by putting his hands around my neck. It was really frightening, and in that moment made me feel completely confident in my decision to leave. Since that day, I haven't had any contact with my husband. As I was leaving, he was screaming that he'd K-word himself if I left. It's not the first time he's threatened this in our relationship, but I called his mom once I was in the car to let her know. She said she'd go over to see him, and I didn't hear from her for another week or so. About 2 weeks ago, my husband was found dead in our family home. I'm angry, hurt, devastated, relieved, and most of all, guilty. I feel so guilty that he's dead. Bro, that's so fucked. Listen, y'all, I said what I said in my previous video. This is sad. Don't get me wrong. I'm not diminishing that. Like, suicide of any sorts is always sad, but this is not on you, girl. He made that decision himself. That's so sad, man. I feel so guilty that he's dead. If I hadn't have left, I'm certain he'd still be alive, but I can't be certain that I would be, or that our son would be. I don't know how much of this makes sense. I don't know how much sense I'm making. I just know that there were some people worried for mine and my son's safety. Please be kind. Please reach out to loved ones or local services if you're struggling. Damn, bro. Yeah, I mean, like, listen, your safety is more, not only your safety, sorry, your safety and your son's safety way over this man. Like, I'm sorry that happened. I'm sorry that, like, that shouldn't be anything that anyone ever feels like they need to resort to. But when you're using it as a manipulation tactic and a way to, like, I'm sure he wants her to feel like this. I'm sure he wants her to feel guilty and feel like this is her fault. But, like, I would just tell her it's really not. It's just really not. Raichi, that is crazy. I can't read that. I can't read that. That's fucking wild. Yeah, I mean, like I said, guys, sad. I don't think OP did anything wrong here. OP didn't do anything wrong, and I don't think OP should feel guilty. Like, yeah. Yeah, Katana, I'm on your wavelength here. If she had stayed, he would have killed her and their son before killing himself, most likely. Like, I'm sure this is probably really fucked up to say, but I'm sure him doing that to himself was gonna happen. It's just who else he took out with him. And based off of his previous reactions, that's sad, man. I mean, also, like she was saying as well, for anybody who might be like, oh, well, she should have gotten him help. This man strangled her and threatened her. Like, I think she was spot on when she said as soon as that happened, there was no going about getting him the help that he needed because that was no longer OP's place. So, yeah, hopefully OP goes to therapy and talks that one out. But I really think the conclusion there is, like, you shouldn't feel guilty. I think this was his final power play over her. Oh, 100%. Yeah, this is kind of how I feel too, Stark. He should have gotten more help. I feel bad he ended his life. But I'm glad OP is safe and her child is safe. Listen, y'all, I mean, I think this might be really fucked to say, but... Oh, my bad. This might be really fucked to say, but OP and her child are probably more safe than they would have been if he was alive. I don't know, sue me, but I think that's the truth right there. Thank goodness OP was aware enough to see that final warning sign before disaster. 100%. 100%, bro. God damn. I don't know who needs to hear this, bro, but if your partner's pulling some shit like that, do not stay with them. Do not stay with them. Oh, shit, Dragon. I didn't see that you cheered 10 bits. That's on me. My bad. Oh, also, I think we got a new member. Lua, thank you for joining Bean Supremacy, baby. I appreciate you supporting the middle tier membership. You guys are great. Thank you, guys. I hope mother-in-law doesn't blame OP. She probably will. I mean, Nick, we already read beforehand, like, fucking, like, in this first paragraph, his mom messaged her saying that OP needs to be patient for the husband. Like, clearly, the mother-in-law is definitely going to take it out on OP. I wonder what people are saying on the actual post. Yeah, pretty much everything you guys are saying here. Do not feel guilty. If you would have stayed, he would have killed you, your son, and then himself, or he would be in jail for killing you. None of these outcomes are good. You did nothing wrong. You need a good therapist, and you got loads of stuff to work through. Yeah, no, I think that's very spot on. Like, there should never be a reason to feel guilty or bad about somebody passing who tried to strangle you. I know you guys got history, you got a son together, but like, that's just unacceptable behavior in any scenario. Yeah, Judas, that's a good clarification. Like, obviously, you're not endorsing K-wording yourself, but better him than OP in the sun. That's probably really fucked up to say, but I'll say it, bro. I don't know. If someone comes after me for that one, that's on them. You've never seen someone use sewer slide? I prefer soup decide. Soup decide is the move. Hey, Trinidaddy resubscribed for 4 months at tier 1, baby. Been subscribed for 4 months. Thank you for resubscribing for 4 whole fucking months, Trinidaddy. Thank you. And welcome to the stream. It's good to see your name. Dude, I'm old and untrendy. Listen, man, I said what I meant and I meant what you know what, right, G Puff? I respect that. I respect that outlook, you know? Raichi's willing to die on the hills. All right, damn. 2 extremely heavy stories right off the fucking rip, chat. Right off the rip, bro. That's just how it be sometimes, huh? That's just how it be. Chat, if you guys could keep liking up the stream, that'd be greatly appreciated. I feel like we can get to 80 likes. We have 114 people in here. If you're not subscribed, make sure to subscribe. If you're on Twitch, make sure you're following no matter where you're at. Turn on those post noties, okay? My brother called me at 2 a.m. in tears, asking if I'd raise his 2-year-old. Now I'm scared. Dads, how do I help him right now? Let's see. This was originally posted to r/daddit, which I'm guessing is like a dad subreddit of some sorts. And it was originally posted May 19th, 2025. Last week, my older brother rang in the middle of the night. He was crying, like really crying, and asked me to promise I'd look after his little girl if anything ever happened to him. He's always been steady. He sailed through their first kid's newborn chaos. But since the second came along, she's 2 now. Something has, in parentheses, she's 2 now. Something's changed. He spends evenings alone in the driveway, just sitting in the car with the engine off. He moved into the spare room, so I don't keep my wife up. But it feels more like retreat than courtesy. During the day, he texts all good without any unusual signs. I'm scared this is more than normal dad stress. He won't bring it up with his wife, and I don't want to bulldoze him, but I also don't want to wait for another 2 a.m. call. For parents or anyone who's been the worried sibling, what actually helped you when the fear and isolation took over? How do I start the conversation about therapy or support without making him shut down? Any ideas welcome. I just want my brother present and okay for his kids. God damn, bro. We are getting some heavy fucking stories today. Holy shit. I mean, I don't know what the right answer is here, chat, and maybe you guys will have to let me know. Are interventions still a thing? Like, do people, like, are interventions, this is actually a really great question to ask, is like, do interventions actually, like, is there data support that interventions actually help, or are they not actually useful for, like, getting somebody to open up about a difficult issue? Because, like, in my experience, whenever you're in a situation like that where there's a bunch of people telling you that you need to fix something, it's not always, it can sometimes feel like you're being more ganged up on than the people actually want to help you. Is that a thing, or am I making that up? I could be making that up. Feel like it probably depends on what it is. Yeah. Why are we just getting hit with bricks today? I don't know. Intervention helped me, but I was like a single trusted person, not a group. Okay, I actually kind of like that. And I feel like out of anybody, a brother is in the right position to be that single trusted person, right? And it sounds like they have a good relationship. Interventions can work. John Mulaney based his most recent set on the fact that his friends had an intervention for him. I don't think it's the right option here. Yeah, especially with how isolating he is to himself. I don't think that's the right answer, but I think maybe a one-on-one. I want to know if OP's reached out to the wife. Like, what is the wife saying about all this, you know? Yeah, group intervention tends to backfire hard in my experience because it creates a sense of ganging up. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. I don't know. I think you guys are kind of cooking with like, I think a lot of you guys are cooking. In a big intervention doesn't make sense, but maybe like a one-on-one conversation that's just like, hey bro, I'm worried about you, you know? And maybe figuring out, maybe the only other thing I'd recommend is figuring out if there's maybe a way where somebody else can come help with the kids for now and be able to take the brother like out of that situation, keep eyes on him, but then also like, I don't know, just like allow him to be away from the thing that's creating the problem. Like, don't get me wrong, I don't think he should avoid it forever, but I think you almost need to take a step back to be able to take steps forward in a situation like this. Okay, so it looks like there's an edit, a small update, and then relevant comments. So I want to cook through those real quick, chat. Oh. Hold on. So edit number one here. I read every single comment, thank you. The message is loud and clear. That 2 a.m. call was an SOS, not dad stress. I'm flying out tonight. Waiting for the weekend felt dumb. Plan is simple. Over breakfast, I'm going to ask him straight up, are you thinking about K-wording yourself? If the answer is even close to yes, we'll call 988 or go to a doctor together. Then I'll drag him outside the house to do something he used to love, maybe golf, maybe steakhouse, or a bad action movie, just to let his brain breathe and create rooms for him to open up. At some point, I'll loop his wife in gently so she's not in the dark. Ticket is booked. He thinks I'm in town for work. I'll keep you posted. Thanks for pushing me off the couch. Okay, so there is an update number 1 here, and for some reason it's crossed out, but I'm just going to read it anyways. I'm not really quite sure what's happening. Update number 1, got to his place. He smiled when he opened the door. My tears almost slipped out, but I held it together. Low-key catch up tonight and real talk tomorrow. We'll be back with updates. Update 2 is I flew out and I'm camped on my brother's couch. Big midnight porch confession, debt, depression, the whole lot. If you want the full rundown and some questions I need help with, it's here. Okay, let's click on this link here. Whoa. Okay, wait, this is just the update that we're about to read. Okay, yeah, that's just the update that we're about to read. Okay. Okay, this is a commenter. Here's a couple of relevant comments here. Here's just a commenter highlighting that PPD is also a thing for dads, which I forget. I always forget that's a thing, but yes, 100%. Okay, this is people basically saying to book a flight to go see him. There was a comment basically asking if the brother drinks or Oh, sorry. This looks like there was a comment asking OOP if he knows if his brother drinks or not to cope with his depression. OOP replied, "It never occurred to me he could be drinking on the side. I'm his sister. So getting a..." Sorry, guys. I kind of, for some reason, I thought this was a guy. "I'm his sister, so getting a guy's perspective on how men sometimes hide this stuff is really helpful. I'm flying out this weekend, so he's not alone with the spiral. Really appreciate the advice. Do you think he will be honest with me if I ask him about the drinking issue?" Commenter 3 said, "Is the second kid his? I'd wonder if he found something out that made him separate from his wife intentionally since the birth. OOP, I did not think of that. He did ask me to take care of his little one, second kid. My assumption is unlikely, but there's definitely some issue with their relationship." Okay. Hold on, let me reread that just to make it more clear. My assumption is that's unlikely, but there's definitely some issue with their relationship. Jeev could put that one in, please. Okay. Sorry, guys. I just kind of want to skip the ones that aren't as, like, important to, like, the story. This is a comment encouraging OOP to help look into getting therapy for her brother. OOP responded, "He's pretty therapy shy, so I'm looking for softer on-ramps. Maybe a standing coffee walk with a dad buddy, or maybe there's an app like check-in, like... Or maybe there's an app with check-ins, like Not Okay. Anything that feels like hanging out rather than sitting on a couch in the therapist's office. If you've got other low-key ideas, I'm all ears." OOP needs to follow her gut feelings from that 2 a.m. call, likely to... This is a comment saying OOP needs to follow her gut feelings from that 2 a.m. phone call, likely the call for help. OOP said, "My inner voice was telling me that this is not the typical thing. Thank you for the validation. I'm booking the ticket now." I mean, first off, what a great fucking sister. Like, this is some shit my sisters would do for me. So I'm loving this. Not the situation, but the sister being an awesome sister. Yeah, I don't know, guys. What is your recommendation? Because I'm kind of getting that vibe too, where he doesn't want like a full-on therapist, but he definitely needs someone to talk to about this. What do you? Is there anything else? I've actually never even heard of the app that they recommended. Are the kids why he's withdrawing though, or is something else going on here? And I think that's the problem, Ira Spare, is we need to figure that out before we can take next steps. It's just, who is he going to open up with to share what is going on here that is resulting in him feeling like that? We did get a little bit of information though. There's some debt. OP, the brother definitely deals with depression. So I'm guessing the update will kind of clarify a lot. Okay. Sorry, guys. Katana, I don't remember where this was. Hopefully you didn't read ahead and are spoiling the story. Alistair Stairs, welcome to the stream. Hey, welcome to the stream, guys. We got some new people coming in. Okay. Nothing too crazy in chat. So I just want to keep reading. I think, oh wow, there's 2 updates to this. Holy shit. Okay, we got a lot to read, chat. We got a lot to read, so strap in here, all right? Okay. Update number 1, May 22nd, 2025, 3 days later. Last night, we wound up on his back porch around midnight, baby monitor humming between us. It was quiet for a long stretch, then he started talking, and the words poured out. Pretty soon, we were both wiping our eyes. He's embarrassed I flew across the country to babysit him, but even more scared about what would happen to his kids if he ever hit the point of no return. His business is buried in debt, and a few clients still haven't paid, so every bill feels like a gut punch. Home is tense too. He took clients to a strip club on a work trip, told his wife right away so there were no secrets, tried to be close later, and she pulled back. He says that felt like the biggest humiliation of his life, and now he freezes whenever things might turn intimate. Back in February, he went to his Okay. Is this private care physician? I think that's what it is. I thought it meant the drugs, and I was like, primary care physician. That's what yeah. Back in February, he went to his PCP because he couldn't sleep. The doctor ran a quick screen, called it severe depression, and put him on meds. He didn't tell anyone because talking to a stranger won't fix it, and he figured he could muscle through. Meanwhile, he feels responsible for his wife, the kids, our parents, even me. At one point, he said, "I can't breathe." The only thing that yanks him out of dark thoughts is his toddler's face in the morning. I pulled out my phone and showed him this Reddit thread, thousands of strangers pacing over his 2 a.m. call. He shakes his head and laughs. "I feel bad stressing you out. Now the whole internet's sweating over me." A bit of the weight slid off right there. Then I reminded him how many times I drafted him as my bodyguard while growing up, chasing off boys I didn't like and listening to me cry when the ones I liked didn't like me back. We cracked up at how he's been my unofficial relationship therapist forever while insisting he's bad at feelings. That laugh felt good, but one porch talk isn't a cure. So here's my ask. Therapy adverse dads or moms who finally went, what flipped the switch for you? Question 2, depression survivors. What was the very first step that gave you air? Question 3, 2 a.m. panic veterans. When you can't call anyone, what kept you from tipping over? Short answers, long stories, whatever helps. This sub already got me on a plane. Maybe you'll get him to real daylight. Okay, I actually don't know the answers to these questions because I feel like they're not really questions that I've had experience with, but at least with the wife, I think the answer here is some sort of couples therapy, if possible, which is tough since money is tight. I mean, that just sucks, man, when clients aren't paying you. Like, that's a shitty situation to be in general. Hopefully, I mean, the only thing, like, as a fellow business owner, the only thing that you can hope for is you have good contracts and good lawyers to maybe push for that. But I also just think, too, it's risky. Well, I guess I'd have to know what business he's in, but it's very risky taking on business where they don't pay you initially up front, like not even half. That's always dangerous, to say the least. You guys, I want to go into the comments because I think the comments here are going to be really important because people are going to answer the questions for OP. And I'm just going to read all of them because I think they're all going to be important. So, relevant comments here. Commenter 1, not directly what you asked about, but if he has clients that aren't paying, assuming he's a contractor or freelancer and he has some documentation, he can absolutely take them to small claims court over it. I have an acquaintance who did this. He was getting stiffed by 2 clients, a small business and another mid-sized local business, and he sent them notice they were late and that he'd be taking them to court in 7 days. One paid up immediately on the threat, the other didn't. He represented himself in small claims court. The judge found in his favor. End of story. Obviously, this might feel like an extra thing to take on, and he'd need to do some research, but it could help relieve some financial stress. Small claims court is underrated. You can even sue large companies there in some cases. Didn't know that. Commenter 2, I was therapy adverse. I realized that I don't go for me, I go for my kid. I want to be better and have a better grasp on issues so I can model it for my kids. I want a healthy relationship with boundaries, self-image, money, etc. Because my folks didn't, and I see all that in me. I want to stamp it out at me. It ends with my generation. Tell your brother if his toddler's face is the only thing that pulls him out of the dark, make it so that the dark disappears as much as it can and the burden isn't on his kid. It's not his kid's job to get him through. It's his job. Talking is helpful. Have him talk to his wife more about what happened and how he feels about how she treated him. Okay. But also important note, make sure that the wife communicates how that affected her. Because, like, high key, I think he's more in the wrong there. Like, I know, like, me personally, I don't want to be in a relationship where I'm going to strip clubs and my girlfriend's okay with it and vice versa. Like, I just don't think that's anything that a relationship needs. But I know there are some relationships like that. If you're going to go to a strip club, you need to call your wife before you do it. Even if you're taking clients. You know what I'm saying? Also, what kind of clients are you taking where, like, to close business, you have to take them to a strip club? That sounds like not a fun business to be in at all. Commenter 3, I'm a dad, physician, and therapist activist. I know it may feel like talking to a stranger because that's what it is in the beginning. A few things to understand. You have to find the right person for you. I realized that I would prefer a male after seeing 2 women because they'd relate better to me. Then I'd realize I'd prefer a younger male over an older male. Then a colored male over a white male. Eventually, it just clicked. And it becomes a feeling of, wow, this person gets me. Then this person gets to know you and can allow you to view these issues in a different light, ask you questions that maybe you haven't thought about, and most importantly, give the tools to help process and heal the thoughts you may have. You are making really good progress. I commend your commitment and love for your brother. I wish more of my patients had that support system. Continue what you're doing, continue showing up, and continue recommending he find the right therapist for him. Healing your mental health takes work. It's not an easy fix, and it takes time. Okay. Yeah, I think I like the most what they said about, like, hey, bro, if he is already saying that, like, the thing that keeps him going is his son, that is a good lever to pull when it comes to convincing him to get help for himself. You know, like, not only, hey, your son needs you and, like, depends on you, so you need to be the best version of yourself, but also I really like, hey, like, if your son has depression, you want to be able to tell your son that you, or daughter. I think they said son. I can't remember, but you want to be able to tell your child that you were able to put in the work into yourself to overcome that. And you have the tools and capabilities to show them and give them the support that they might need in that scenario as well. I mean, that just sounds like a superpower right there. Sorry, guys, I'm just doing a quick overview of update 2. It's pretty long, but I'm excited for it. What are y'all saying? What are y'all saying, chat? Can't relate, though, because I love me some strippers. I've never been to a strip club. Don't plan on it. Hey, Prince of Darkness in the house. What up, Prince of Darkness? I don't think you need much money to sue in small claims court. I think. but I could be wrong. Or if you do, I think it can be a small amount. Like, you can represent yourself like that. Like, in small claims court, unless you have a fuck ton of money, I think it just makes more sense to represent yourself. Why do you guys feel weird about the stripper thing? You know, Asian Fury, someone was saying it, like, it's pretty popular. Like, if you have finance clients or, like, I don't know. I know that it is somewhat of like a business thing to do in certain industries. No industry that I want to be in, you know? I don't know, bro. I think it's corny to go. Like, listen, be into whatever you want to be into, but like, I think it's corny to go to strip clubs. You know? Okay, wait, that's so true. Straight strip clubs are fun. I haven't been to like a gay strip club, but I've been to a gay bar where there was like just dude with his dick out in like a shower, and you could like put dollar bills in there and he would slide the dollar bill up with his dick on the side of the shower. That was entertaining as fuck. That was a great experience. 10 out of 10. If you're in Minneapolis, go to the saloon. Shout out the saloon. Maybe not the best gay bar in Minneapolis, but by God, is it fucking fun. I think best gay bar in Minneapolis has to be Jet Set. Easily. What up, Bella? Welcome to the stream. You heard what I said, Crystal? It's on some crazy shit. How are you tapped into the Minneapolis gay bars? Well, I used to live there, and I had a lot of gay friends. Honestly, y'all, gay bars are fun as fuck. Gay bars are super fun. Because you don't have to fight off fucking gross ass men from hitting on your gal friends when you go out. And usually the music's better. The 19 is goated. I never got to go to the 19 because by the time I had heard about them, it was when they had burned down. Because they burned down like a year and a half ago or something like that. I know they've since reopened, but I just didn't get the chance to go. Gay 90s kind of sucks because, well, that's a lie, actually. Their drag show is really fun, and their naked burlesque show is fucking awesome. But gay 90s typically sucks to go out to because it's an 18 plus bar. So because of that, there's a bunch of fucking underage people because they just go and then they figure out a way, like, they get their older friends to buy them drinks or something like that. And also a bunch of people get a bunch of their shit stolen from there. I've had multiple friends who's had their phones stolen while they're at the gay 90s. Damn, why are there so many Minneapolis people in here? What the fuck? Ben says it sucks because he's too young. Shut up, Asian Fury. You guys, I have to pee again. I'm sorry. I gotta go pith, girl. I gotta go make good pee pee. All right, chat. it is heinous that we haven't hit 100 likes yet on the YouTube, all right? When I get back, I want to see 90 likes on there, all right, guys? We got 113 people, 78 likes. We could do it, all right? I'm going to go make a good pee-pee and fill up my water. Go bring the mic. Shut the fuck up, Mbem. I must make good BB. Good PP was made, chat. Don't you worry. Don't you worry. Damn, bro. We're 6 off of that 90 likes. Y'all stingy with your likes lately. What the fuck? What the fuck? What the hell? Sorry, I'm stimming right now. All right, chat. Let's do this. Let's blow this popsicle stand. All righty. Update number 2, May 26th, 2025, 4 days later. Last night we read all 700 plus replies together. Each line felt like someone further up the trail flashing a light back toward us. He set the phone down, shook his head, and said, "Oh. Look who showed up." Bro's cleaning himself. What's up, you silly boy? What are you getting up to? Oh, big stretch. Big stretch from the beans. It's the Beaninator 3000. Oh, I'm sorry. Oh, I'm sorry. Oh, I'm sorry. You like being on my shoulder. I know. I know. Oh, I know. He prefers the shoulder time, chat. Mwah. It's so funny. It's like every time I go to the bathroom, every time I go and make good pee-pee, I go and I make good pee-pee, and then Bean says, "I'm gonna come hang out with you." Oh, not the neck, not the neck. Thank you. Okay, where are we going? Where do you want to go? Do you want to go on the desk? Yeah. Oh. Meow. Hey there, my silly boy. Here, come just sit on my lap. Come hang. Just come hang with the gang. I'll give you good pets. I'll give you good pets, I swear. I swear. I give you good pets. Yeah, oh, he loves the neck scratchies. He loved the neck scratchies. He's so long, he is kind of a long boy. That's my long, handsome man. Beans, do you want your tower? Do you want your tower? Is it tower time? Is it tower time? Nope, not tower time. Okay, come here. Wow. There he is. There's my sweet guy. Oh yeah. Oh, he wants the belly rub, chat. Yeah. Oh. It's Beans getting pet time. Yeah. Yeah. Oh. Oh, you got the cutest little belly. Chat, tell me Beans doesn't have the cutest belly around town, bro. Look at this shit. Ain't that my baby boy? Ain't that my sweet handsome man? Oh. No. Don't do it. Don't do it. Oh, thanks for booping me. Did you guys see that? Bro gave me the boop. Okay. Okay. Yeah, you're just a sweet guy. Thanks for coming and saying hi to everybody. I really do wish, chat, I really wish I had like a couch or something. Like, I feel like he'd hang out like on a couch or whatever behind stream. Hey! Chat, he just bit my foot. Ah! No bites. Bro just went after my foot. You guys couldn't see it. You guys couldn't see it, bro. Beans was going after me. Hey, Brendan, thank you for the $2 dodo. Beans tax. Gotta pay the beans tax. Hey, buddy. Uppies. I know you want uppies. Does Beanie want uppies? Come here. No. He just hanging out, chat. You deserve that. No, you deserve that. You deserve that, bro. You deserve that. You big old weenie. You big old... Thank you, Asian Fury. I appreciate it. Okay, I'm going to keep reading here. Okay. Where was I? He asked me to pass along what landed. His lines... Okay, so... He set the phone down, shook his head, and asked me to pass along what landed, his lines and my narration around them. I'm guessing that's like a more flowy way to read this part. 1. How did we all miss the sirens? Thread after thread told the same gut punch story. Brothers cracking jokes at dinner, FaceTiming goodnights, and then gone. Some waved flags, goodbye texts, sudden giveaways. Others wore flawless masks. Meds skipped, plans canceled, eyes smiling but empty. My brother's takeaway: stop betting on maybe tomorrow, ask the blunt question, knock anyway, fire off the midnight check-in. OP's takeaway: show up first, hope later. Drag them to the doctor today, not when the calendar clears. One knock at the right moment can keep a life from swinging shut. Second takeaway: therapy. Jack, not tow truck. He dodged therapy for years. Real men fix flats alone. Then one analogy finally landed. The brother's takeaway: if you won't grab a tool for yourself, grab it so your kids don't grow up thinking silence is strength. OP's takeaway: therapy isn't a rescue crew. It lifts the frame you can work. If the first jack slips, swap it and keep going. Takeaway number 3: depression never really moves out. We finally admitted it. Depression doesn't pack its bags. Most of us just learn to walk with a limp while acting like everything's fine. Relief looks different for everyone. Weights, riffs, sketchbooks, meds, CBT drills, but even the best routine collapses when you're alone and the limp turns to sludge. Action beats rumination. Ping a friend, walk a block, book the labs, anything. My brother's takeaway: depression wins if I freeze alone. Any emotion with people, lifting, riffing, walking, talking, pumps oxygen back into the day. OP's takeaway: normalize the limp, OP's takeaway: normalize the limp, keep nudging toward motion, and never let anyone walk that limp alone. Takeaway 4: the 2 a.m. kill zone. That's when the brain rips off its daytime mask and insists the only exit is to stop breathing. 2 refrains echo: I wish he'd called, and I had no one to dial. We're never truly islands. Even a loner rock has fish swirling underneath. So reach out when you can't pull yourself back. Brother's takeaway: when tunnel vision hits, a live voice is the crowbar that pries the door back open. OP's takeaway: build failsafes before the kill zone. Keep numbers pinned, plans primed, and remember, if you can't calm your own storm, send a signal. Someone's awake and willing to steer you till morning. Why OP's writing and staying? I'm typing parts of this in tears because the reality of almost losing my brother finally sank in. Humanity is rare on the internet, but this thread flooded us with it. If these words keep even one more family from the edge, sharing them is a must. No one should die of lonely suffering. Even a lone island isn't truly alone. Life teems beneath the surface. Let's prove that to anyone who feels stranded. What we still need: add your piece. I'm still wiping tears because if I hadn't acted on what the dads and moms here shared, I might be planning my brother's funeral right now. Your advice saved him, so I'm leaning on it again. If you're still in the thick of it, what's weighing on you right now? Money, panic, med roulette, zero support circle, name it so we all can see it. If you've made it to steadier ground, what do you wish you'd done sooner or wish existed when things were darkest? What's actually helped you fight back? A habit, a line, a resource? Share the thing that really moved the needle. Everything you offer will go into a living guide we can all lean on. One late night thread kept my brother here. Together we can keep the next family whole. Oh yeah. Sorry guys, I'm just going through the comments. It seems like more of just like the praise or whatever, which is great. I kind of want to keep what's relevant for the actual stories in my videos, but I really do agree with this one. This commenter said he has to fix his business. For small business owners, mental health and the business performance are impossible to separate. He can't do it alone. Just like therapy, he needs to bring in someone that can shine a light where it needs to be. That's not weakness. That's just being smart and using someone else's skill set. I like, as a small business owner, yes, 100%. I think that's probably always, my mental health is always the worst when my business isn't doing well or when there's like a major problem with my business. And I think a lot of it is just being self-aware, like I know, like, at least for me, I'm bringing my experience in this. Being financially stable is like kind of a number one thing for me. And prioritizing that and taking the measures that I need to do that just in case something does happen, is just that is something that I like keep in mind at all times when I make decisions, and that has helped my mental health immensely. So like, yeah, I think that's a big thing. And I think a lot of people that own their own businesses tie the worth that they feel in themselves to that business. Like, I know when my business isn't doing so hot, I feel bad about myself because it directly correlates to me. And that's something that I work on. I'm sure this guy is feeling the exact same thing. I really wish these comments had included like some people's answers to these, because I'm actually genuinely curious. Like, I want to click on this, and I know this is probably already such a super fucking long story and video, but I do want to see if anybody left any like recommendations. Okay, so this person dropped a video. Oh, it's okay. In the post, it said this WHO video helped. I thought they meant the band, but it's a World Health Organization video. I'm probably not going to play it on stream, but this is something that, like, I want to provide something in my video, guys, that, like, if somebody is feeling a certain type of way right now, they can have resources and whatnot. So I like this. This person linked a WHO video that helped them. So did a following bit in Hugh Laurie's 2016 NPR video. Okay, it looks like this isn't actually the video. This is a link to the transcript of the video, which I'm not going to deep dive in, but they did include some dialogue from it. Simon, in interviews, I'd heard you spoken openly about depression. Laurie responded, yes, I have. He said cheerily, laughter. Simon, laughter. Is that an ongoing factor, challenge even in your life? Laurie replied, well, yes. Laurie replied, well, yes, as it is in so many people's lives. I recognize the onset earlier than I might otherwise have done 20 years ago and take steps accordingly to try and have, or at least, if not take steps to avoid it, at least not be panicked by it. Not at least to be cast down by it, but simply to ride it out and just simply think this is what it is. This is happening to me now, and tomorrow might look different or it might not. But one day soon I will wake up and feel better, as I might feel better from as I might feel better from, a bout of the flu. Oh, okay. That's an interesting perspective I've never heard before. Comparing it to like a bodily sickness like the flu. This commenter said, I've done a lot of therapy over the years, and a few things that have helped me, I could probably reduce to some mantras / sayings. So maybe they will help. First mantra. First saying, you call a bag of shit, not a bag of crap. Teacher taught me this, basically saying you need to be real and honest about where and how things suck to be able to address it for sureal. Don't downplay it. Call it what it is so you know what it is that you want to fix or change. Okay, don't sugarcoat it. I like that. Second saying, it took a while to get here, so it will also take a while to get out. Everything happens slowly to get where you are, so don't expect everything to change overnight through one talk or one good moment. You build a wall, one brick at a time. Each but each brick matters. Each little thing you do builds towards something bigger. Okay, I like that too. That's my philosophy on every life thing, is like TikTok and all these platforms teach us like short-term gratification, but like the real important gratification in life does not come short-term. It's always long-term, and it always takes a lot of effort. And like the other part of this metaphor is that sometimes you'll put a brick down, but it'll be the wrong brick, or like the brick will be broken and you have to take it out and put in effort to fix the brick again. Like, it's never smoothly building that brick wall, but it's just always trying to build it. Last saying, go where you've celebrated, not where you're tolerated. Meaning, if your community is bringing you down or is negative, leave. Get around people who see how hard it is for you, but celebrate wins with you or help. Get around people who see how hard this is for you, but also celebrate wins with you or help support you to get solutions or find more help. If it's church, a sports league, therapy group, etc., get connected. Okay, I really like that one. I think one of the worst things you can do in scenarios like this is isolate yourself. So this, oh, I got rid of the comment on accident. So this is very underrated and awesome advice. I like it. Okay, guys, I can't go through this entire thing and read every single comment, but just know that it's wholesome and it's helpful. Yeah, bro, I definitely thought he meant the Who, like the band, you know? But either way. No, you know what? As it's nice, you know, the other stories before this were a little more poor, like they ended poorly. I feel like this one, it doesn't have like a happy ending, but it has an ending that wasn't as harsh and crazy as the last ones. Here's the thing, Lost in Fire, like, yes, it is cringe, but I genuinely believe that is like the answer, you know? Like, it's like that whole cliches are cliches because they're true, because they work. Like, I genuinely think it's kind of the same thing here, where like mentality to me, very similar to what he was talking about, or what that comment was talking about. Where is it? Like here, it took a while to get here, so it'll take a while to get out. Your mentality is the product of everything that's gotten you to the moment of like, my mentality is bad. And to change that, it's going to take a while. It shouldn't be simplified to that level, but it really is like, you have to build a mentality that's going to be strong against your unhappy thoughts, you know? Like, as corny as it is, because I agree with you, I think it is kind of cringe and corny to be like, you have to change your mentality. It's almost like alpha male. It's what alpha males will preach to dudes who do need guidance and help, but then are sent down the alpha male track. So I see where that goes, but like, I do think it's helpful advice. Like, I think there's a lot around mentality. I'm if you guys ever are curious of like a good read, you guys should read The Power of Habit. It is a crazy good book. It is a fantastic book about like basically the human brain and how it works and like how habit produces. But like, I read that book and like the main thing I came out with it is like, the brain is so fucking powerful. It's insane. Like, the brain is so like a deciding factor when it comes to like success in everything that you do. And like, you do oh God, I heard such a great quote about this the other day. It was like you need to be conscious about what it was something like, you need to be conscious about your subconscious. And I think that is so fucking important. Like, so many people are doing things subconsciously and like not questioning them, not consciously going about like asking why they're doing those subconscious things, and they let the subconscious dictate their life. And I think that's super fucking important. Super important. Damn, Moody Booty's in here. Mold Spore hopped in here. What's up, Heidi? What up, what up? Yeah, I agree with you, Ali. Or Glow. Sorry, I forget you like Glow. Oh. I don't know why that was popping up. No, I absolutely, Judas. I think the problem is that it comes from like boomers who like have mentally and emotionally abused themselves to just ignore their thoughts and like deepest like insecurities or whatnot. Which, like, yeah, for them, I guess it fucking works, but it's just in a world where everybody is more conscious about the things that are going on, it's just not a good answer anymore. It's an outdated answer, because I don't think it's as simple as you need to change your mentality, but it's more that, hey, your mentality as it is right now is not the mentality that benefits you. I think that's how I would phrase that, is like, if you have a mentality that isn't helping you, it's hurting you, and therefore we need to figure out how to get you a mentality that helps you and not hurts you. No, that pop-up was for me. It's my, like, when I download videos off of YouTube, if I ever need something, I just use, it's called 4K Video Downloader. If any of y'all are curious about a helpful app to help with content creation. Alrighty, chat. Y'all, let's bring it in. I am tired. I want to eat some food. I want to wind down for the night. All right, chat. I appreciate you guys. You guys have been fucking incredible. Thank you guys for tuning into all my live streams that you've been coming through to. I am going to be live again tomorrow as well, chat. I'm going to put in the work to go live early tomorrow. Actually, just kidding. I can't guarantee an early live tomorrow because I need to edit a video tomorrow. But I'm going to be up early. I'm going to try to really like lock in tomorrow and hopefully get on the routine that I would like to be on. But that means I got to end the stream and go to bed. All right. Guys, make sure you like up the stream before you leave, okay, chat? We have 4 more likes until 100. I feel like we can do it, all right? You, right there, like up the stream. Make sure you're subscribed if you're not. Make sure you're following on Twitch if you're on Twitch. Turn on post notifications. Join the Discord. I will be live again tomorrow. If you're in the Discord, I always let the Discord know first, okay, guys? I appreciate y'all. Thank you guys for tuning in. I will see you all tomorrow. Mwah.